Hey y'all, this is I'll Show You, You'll See, back in with another DIY video. In this video I chose to paint my aluminum wheels black. I chose black because the wheels were dinged up and had a bunch of curb rash on it. I'm going to go step by step and tell you what I'm doing in the video and how you can do it too. So the first part of this video is just me prepping the wheels, getting them off the vehicle, jacking the car up. I had 2 stands up front and I didn't have 4 stands, so I had to use a little ingenuity, and I used ramps for the back wheels, and it actually worked out pretty well. On this next part, I got the wheels off, as you can see, and now I'm just giving them a quick cleaning with just soapy water, and that'll loosen the dirt and all the grime off, and prepping it for a hard core cleaning in a bit. Alright, now this is for the hardcore cleaning of the rims. I chose to use a acid-based rim cleaner, and I just sprayed that on, left it on there for a couple seconds, and then just rinsed it off. And I did this twice, I think, and that did a really good job of removing all the hardcore yucky stuff. Bear with me, this is a lot of cleaning, but this is honestly the part where you want to spend the most time, because if you don't have a clean surface to work with, the paint's not going to stick well. So you really want to take extra time on the cleaning process for success in the paint bonding to the rim. So on to the most excruciating part of the process, and that's sanding the rim. But you know, this is important because that also helps bond the paint to it, because you have all those scratches that you're putting into it. Also, you're giving that surface a smoother surface and getting rid of all the imperfections that might have been there. So now we're on to the last part of the clean process, and that's just taking isopropyl alcohol and using that on the rim and wiping it off, and that gets any of the remaining dirt and debris off, and it also dries really fast because it's alcohol. Alright, you're all done cleaning. So what's next? You're going to protect the tire by putting index cards, and you can get these at the dollar store, and you just put it in between the gap between the tire and the rim, and that will prevent overspray of the paint onto the tire. Alright, finally to the good part, and that's painting. This first part is me putting black primer on all 4 rims, and I did 3 coats of this primer, and I took 15-minute intervals between each coat to let it dry, and then I do the next coat after that 15 minutes. Thing I forgot to mention is to protect that tire stem from getting paint on it, you take a glove and you take the pinky finger and you cut that part off, and then you just put that over top of the air stem, and it prevents any paint from getting on. It works real well. Alright, onto the actual rim paint. I had waited a half hour after the last coat of primer dried, and so now I'm using the rim paint, and I chose a glossy black for this. Alright, you probably are noticing that color hasn't changed much, but that's just because this is the first coat of paint, and you just want to put the first coat on pretty thin because you don't want it to run or anything like that. So you'll gradually put more on in the second, third coat.
serai là toujours pour toi. Love is intense, quand je te vois, mon cœur bat. Love is intense, je serai là toujours pour toi. Love is intense, quand je te vois, mon cœur bat. Love is intense, je serai là toujours pour toi. Love is intense, quand je te vois, mon cœur bat. Love is intense, je serai là toujours pour toi.
At this point, I'm putting the clear coat on, and I'm using the same process, 3 coats, and I'm using 15-minute intervals between each coat. Alright, we're all done with the painting process. I'm just removing the carts, and then I'm going to set the tires up in the garage and let them just dry overnight. And that'll just ensure when I'm putting them back on that I don't take any tacky or loose paint off. So I have them standing upright to dry. They look a little blotchy, but that's just because they're not fully dry yet. Alright, it's been a day of drying. I'm putting them back on, but before I put them back on, I'm spraying the bolts and nuts with WD-40, and that's just to make it go on easier and to protect them. So this whole process took me 3 days, but that, you know, can be sped up. It was just because this was my first time ever painting rims, and I gave them an ample amount of time to dry because I didn't want to put them on and then scratch up the paint immediately and just be, you know, ticked off that I did that. So I just took a little bit longer than I should have, but that's fine. So that's pretty much the video. It's just me putting the hubs back on and then showing you what the finished product looks like. And you know, I'm pretty satisfied because this is my first attempt at painting rims, and they turned out better than I expected. And they've been on my vehicle for a couple months now, and none of the paint has come off, and it looks better than what they were before. They had so much curb rash, and I don't think you could have made the aluminum look better. So the best choice I thought was paint them black. And this vehicle's old, so you know, it's not like I decreased its value or anything. If anything, I think it looks sweet. And I just got inspiration from watching videos on YouTube on how to do it, and it's pretty easy. You just got to watch the videos, and you can do stuff like this on your own time. It's fun. It's something to do. Alright, thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and keep posted because I'm going to have more car detailing, car work, and DIY videos up, and hopefully soon.